Mellon will hit the floor in their road burgundy uniforms, trimmed in black and white with a black tartan splashed across the chest, trimmed in white, and black numerals also trimmed in white. Case will go from left to right on your radio dial. Carnegie Mellon will go the other way, and we're about ready to start action here in game number 2 of our doubleheader day today on the Case Broadcasting Network, along the radio lines and along the internet. We are happy. This is our 5th season of bringing you Case basketball, and it is indeed our pleasure to bring it not only to you along the radio, but also along the internet, because we know a lot of the kids' parents, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and friends back home all across the country listen to Case basketball along the internet. The Spartans have won the opening tip, and we're underway here at Horsburgh Gymnasium. Reed Anderson with a pass along the foul line to the freshman Evan Sudas, and Evan puts the shot up, and he makes it.
Well, actually, that was Dewar on the rebound, Ron. Shot was a little missed, and Dewar came down with a nice rebound, put it right back up and in.
I looked down at my score sheet to see what number had shot the ball, because Sudas is a freshman, and this is the first time I've seen him. I saw him shoot it, but didn't see the rebound, so thank you, Ed. Eric Dewar with the rebound follow. It's 2-0 Case. Carnegie Mellon brought the ball down the floor and threw it away. Boy, for the Tartans, they've got to hope that they don't follow the lead of their women. The ladies had 30. Did they finish with 38 turnovers?
38 turnovers, and the Lady Spartans turned that into 40 points.
So Case with the basketball, Dewar with it, top of the key. Off to Anderson. Anderson dribbles in, gets penetration, left-handed spin, and he traveled with the basketball. Turnover for the Spartans. Reed Anderson, a 6'6 junior out of Avon Lake, played high school basketball at St. Edward. Leading scorer with 17 points per game. Case has 4 players that average in double figures. 3 will start tonight, and 1 is on the bench with an injury. That's Tom Summers. Carnegie Mellon with the basketball. It's Ripe with a strong move inside. Runs into a double team with Dewar and Hildebrandt, and they kick it back outside. Now they go long left block. Carnegie Mellon working with it on the left block. And John Woolabon went up for a shot, and he made it. His first 2, and it's 2-2. Alex Hildebrandt with it. Hildebrandt back to Brian Urs. Urs stepped on the baseline as he drove right baseline out of bounds, and Case will turn it over. Case 0-2 in UAA play. They lost at Rochester 76-60, and then they lost in Atlanta to Emory 98-89. Played that entire Emory game without Tom Summers and played most of the second half without him. So they really miss him, and they'll miss him this afternoon, but hopefully some guys on the bench can pick it up. Carnegie working it inside. It's John Wallaben again, and Wallaben gets his second basket. It's 4-2 Carnegie Mellon. Just underway here at Case. 90 seconds into this basketball game. Reed Anderson with it for the Spartans left wing. Urs with it, now right wing in front of the Carnegie Mellon bench. Case moving left to right on your radio dial. Hildebrandt hands it off to Anderson. Anderson with penetration again, left-handed spin, again and a whistle. Coach Wingen wants another travel. He won't get it. Instead, they'll get a foul on Carnegie Mellon. Foul's on Jack Anderson. That is his first.
Well, the spin move last time Anderson was down the court, I don't think the travel wasn't on the spin. The travel was on when he planted at left, or his right foot just slid on the floor, and they got him for the movement of his pivot foot, not for the spin move. So
Reed Anderson at the foul line made the first.
So this time when Anderson completed that spin without the slip,
and he makes the second.
The foul came up that way.
Game tied 4-4, 17:50 left to play opening half. Here comes Carnegie Mellon. Shepley with it, controls it. Left corner, now they swing it back to Shepley, left wing. Ball above his head, works it right side to Jack Anderson. Anderson back to Shepley, steps inside the 3, draws the defense, kicks it out to a teammate. John During with a 3 from the left corner, and it's good. John During spotted up right in front of the Case bench and drained it. It's 7-4, Carnegie Mellon with an early lead. Urs with the basketball for Case to Reed Anderson, right wing. Top of the key now to Eric Dewar. Dewar back to Urs, gets it back to Dewar, left baseline, shots up off the glass, missed it, ball's loose, Carnegie Mellon controls. Anderson with it, top of the key, triple team, pulls back, now dribbles in, left-handed, or actually right-handed layup off the glass, missed it, but he was fouled. Fouls on Eric Dewar, that will be Eric's first. And at the line shooting 2 will be Jack Anderson. Anderson on the season a 70% free throw shooter. Carnegie Mellon as a team shooting 67%. First free throw's up, front of the rim, back of the rim, and it drops. Jack Anderson, a senior at 6'3", second shot short off the front of the rim, and Hildebrandt comes down with a rebound for Case. Alex Hildebrandt averaging 4 rebounds a contest for this Case Spartan team. Hildebrandt a starter this year, junior out of St. Vincent St. Mary. And a nice dribble drive by Alex Hildebrandt from the left side. Alex lays it up and in, his first 2 of the afternoon. It's 8-6 Carnegie Mellon, a 2-point spread over Case. Shipley with the basketball for Carnegie Mellon, left wing. Picked up by Ernst, dribbles back out, kicks it out to Anderson, right wing. Now in the corner, it's John Walleben. Walleben dribbles back out, they swing it left side, Anderson left baseline, draws a double team, nice pass, dishes it off, and lays it up and in, it's Matthew Pettit. Pettit with a nice feed that time, got the layup. It's 10-6 Carnegie Mellon. Reed Anderson, ball above his head at Dorr, swings it left side to Hildebrandt. Hildebrandt now along that left block to Anderson. Shot was blocked. Here comes Carnegie Mellon. On the break, left-handed layup. Rolls in, pops out, but he was fouled, and he is John During. During was fouled that time by Alex Hildebrandt. That will be Alex's first foul. During will be at the line. He'll shoot 2. During on the season, a 65% free throw shooter. First one's up and good. He's got 4 points. 6'5" sophomore. During leads this club with 23-point shots. He is their outside shooter. Second foul shot is up, and this one is also good. Colin Mulholland will check in for Case. One of Ed, probably really only 2 guys that will come off the bench today.
That's going to be slim pickings for Case Western this afternoon.
So Mulholland is in, averaging 8 points. He has shot 31 threes in his season so far, leading this club, so we'll watch for Colin from outside. Mulholland has it top of the key. Kicks it out to Anderson. Reed throws up the 3. It's short. Ball's loose, and During comes down with it for Carnegie Mellon. Case is down 6, 12-6 early on here. Jack Anderson, left wing for 3. Long. Ball's knocked out of bounds off Carnegie Mellon. Case will get it back.
Off of Walleben out of bounds as he went in for the rebound. Hildebrandt did a nice job boxing out.
Case opening the game, Ed, shooting just 33% from the field on the flip side. Or in the meanwhile, Carnegie Mellon has missed only 1 shot from the field, thus the 6-point lead. 12-6, Tartans over the Spartans. They work it inside, left block to Dorr. Dorr banging away, left-handed shot off the glass, missed it, and During comes down with a rebound. Here comes Carnegie Mellon. Shepley, left corner to Walleben. They bring it out to Shepley, inside to Walleben, right block. Kick it back out. Anderson, 3 in the air. It's good. Boy, Carnegie Mellon has come out red hot.
Well, Anderson called for the ball. He set up the play as he was on the weak side. Simply found a spot, waited for the play to develop, and then buried it when he got a hold of it in the corner.
Case down 9, 15-6, largest lead of the early game for Carnegie Mellon. Hildebrandt, left baseline, shots up, it's long, and Anderson comes down with another rebound. Case, 2 of 8 from the field.
Well, it looks like the Spartans are shooting at one of those carnival baskets, Ron.
Inside, strong move, spin, right-handed hook, and it's good. Matthew Pettit with it, his second basket of the afternoon. The lead has gone to 11. Coach McDonald has seen enough. He's called a timeout. We'll take one, too. With 14 minutes, 19 seconds left to play, opening half. Case is down 11, 17-6. We'll be back on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Rascal House Pizza serves up the best pizza, wings, subs, pasta, and salads till 2:30 in the morning. Located right on the corner of Euclid and Bayfield. Rascal House Pizza is a proud sponsor of Case Athletics.
Back on the floor for Case, it's Reed Anderson, Alex Hildebrandt, Eric Doerr, Brian Urs, and Colin Mulholland. The Spartans with some work to do, down 11 early. 5 minutes, 45 seconds into this basketball game. The Case Spartans down 17-6. Mulholland, ball above his head to Urs, top of the key. Now to Reed Anderson. Anderson dribbles in, spins out of it, draws the defense, kicks it out to Mulholland, back to Anderson in front of that Carnegie Mellon bench. Right block to Brian Urs. Urs boxes in, powers up, puts a shot off the glass, missed it, but Urs was fouled. Fouls on Dan LaValle. LaValle, a 5'10 senior guard, coming off the bench for Carnegie Mellon. That is his first. Brian Urs will shoot 2. His first one is up, and it's good.
That snaps a 9-0 run for the Tartans.
And Brian Urs knocks them both down. Urs, an 86% free throw shooter on the season. It's 17-8, Carnegie Mellon over Case. 13:45 left to play opening half. Jack Anderson and the Carnegie Mellon Tartans break the soft pressure defense by Case in the half-court set. Anderson left baseline, drives in. Doerr blocks his shot. Doerr off to Mulholland, down the floor to Reed Anderson. Left side, shot up, rolls around the rim, won't go. Ball's loose, out of bounds, and Case will keep it. Ball off Carnegie Mellon. Case gets it, plus a fresh 35. Urs will inbound it for the Spartans. Anderson comes off 2 screens, gets it right wing. Top of the key to Hildebrandt, swing it left side to Mulholland. Colin Mulholland with the basketball off the bench for Case. Over to Urs. Now right wing to Reed Anderson. Anderson on the foul line to Eric Doerr. Over to Urs, left wing. 18 seconds to shoot. Urs still with the basketball, pulls up, foul line, good.
That's 4 straight for Brian Urs. Nice little soft shot from the elbow there, Ron.
Case was down 11. Coach McDonald took a timeout. They've gone on a 4-0 run. Anderson and LaValle playing catch out front for Carnegie Mellon, right side. Anderson now with the basketball, left-hand dribble between the circles.
2-3 zone for the Spartans.
During tried to get it to LaValle in the corner. Ball knocked out of bounds by Reed Anderson. Carnegie Mellon will keep it, 9 seconds to shoot. Back off the bench, Evan Sudis. In for Case, Alex Hildebrandt will take a seat. And Andre Moore checks in for Carnegie Mellon. Mellon with the basketball. 5 seconds to shoot. Anderson between the circles, off to LaValle. Long 3 in the air at the buzzer, missed it. And Reed Anderson comes down with a rebound. Anderson, right wing, off to Urs. Urs, a ball fake, steps back, 3 in the air, good.
7 straight for Brian Urs.
And Carnegie Mellon wants a timeout. Tony Wingen had a 17-6 lead. Case has gone on a 7-0 run, and that lead is cut to 4. It's 17-13, 12-13 left to play opening half. We'll take 1-2. We'll be back on the Case Broadcasting Network.
The Carnegie Mellon Tartans lead the Case Spartans, but the Spartans are on a 7-0 run. Brian Urs hit 2 from the line, 1 from the field, and 1 from behind the arc, and all of a sudden a 17-6 lead has shrunk to 17-13. The Spartans are right back in it, Ron, and last time down the court, Case went into what looked like a 2-3 zone, forced Carnegie Mellon to really shoot from outside. Carnegie Mellon has 8 points in the paint, so I think Coach McDonald trying to get the ball more on the perimeter.
LaValle with a shot of 3 in the air for Carnegie Mellon that was long. He missed it. Sudis down with a rebound for Case. Here comes Brian Urs. Urs off to Mulholland, left wing.
Robert Scott now in the ball game for Case.
Brian Urs, who's been red hot, got a ball on the left block from Mulholland, drove it in with pressure and knocked it down. Urs has scored, I believe, at their last 9 points.
9 in a row for Brian Urs.
17-15, Case down 2. Moore with it, off to LaValle. Right side, and we've got an offensive player control foul. Shane Rife's going to get called for a charge.
Yep, had a clear out as he was looking to create some space. And
Rife's first foul, second team foul for Carnegie Mellon. Checking into the game for the Tartans will be Christian Shepley, an original starter back off the bench.
2 freshmen on the floor for the Spartans. Robert Scott, as we mentioned, will be in the ballgame, the 6'4" freshman guard. And Evan Sudis also in there, the 6'6" freshman from Pittsburgh.
Case goes right back to Brian Urs as they come down the floor. Scott threw it into Urs. Urs dribbled in from the right side, threw up a shot, and he gets called for the charging foul. You can hear Coach McDonald in the background calling the N1. He thought it was a jump ball. Okay, possession arrow to Carnegie Mellon. He thought we were going to get a foul and the shot. Did not happen. Anderson with the ball now for Carnegie Mellon. To Rife between the circles. Left side, Wallaben shot in the air, and it's good. John Wallaben off the bench has 6 points, and Carnegie Mellon up 4. It's 19-15. Case 8-5 on the season. Carnegie Mellon 4-8. Colin Mulholland with the basketball for Case. Top of the key now to Robert Scott. Back to Mulholland. 18 seconds to shoot. Eric Dorr left of the lane. Dorr banging inside, right-handed, nice strong move, rolls around and drops. Eric Dorr with a real strong big man move. At 6'8" junior out of Gibsonia, Pennsylvania. He's got 4.
Yeah, matched up on Shane Rife. He's getting 2 inches, and Rife giving away about 35 pounds.
Going to call a blocking foul on Colin Mulholland as Dan LaValle took him to the basket. For Colin, that will be his first. LaValle will be at the, actually it's not LaValle. That was Christian Shepley that dribbled in and shot it for Carnegie Mellon. So Shepley will go at the line. He'll shoot 2. First shot's up. It's long, hard off the back of the rim. Shepley, a 74% free throw shooter. John During will check back in for Carnegie Mellon. Taking a seat will be Jack Anderson. During in with 5 points. Anderson will take a seat. He's got 4. Shepley at the line, second free throw up. Missed this one too, but Wallaben came down with a long rebound. Boy, when a guy misses 2 free throws, you can't give him the ball back. And Carnegie Mellon with it. I'm sorry, Ed.
Nope.
Rolls around and drops a three-pointer by During. There was a foul underneath the basket. Basket will count. Fouls against John Wallaben for holding inside on the rebound for Carnegie Mellon, but they'll count the basket.
Surprising, as it looked like Wallaben was getting position before the ball was released.
So the lead that was cut to 2 is now back to 5. It's 22-17. But it was an 11-point lead for Carnegie Mellon. Reed Anderson off a screen takes a wild shot and missed it. Follow won't go. Another follow won't go. And up for a rebound shot is Evan Sudis. And he was finally fouled.
Yeah, Sudis and Scott working underneath on the miss by Anderson. Either one could put it in, but Sudis on the second rebound attempt did get fouled. Sudis, a Pittsburgh Central Catholic graduate, Ron.
Few of those out here at Case. First free throw, and it is up and good for Evan Sudis, a 58% free throw shooter. Second one is up, he missed it. Here comes Shepley for Carnegie Mellon. Case down 4, it's 22-18. Andre Moore with it, left wing. Left side, throws up a wild shot. Didn't draw iron, hit the backboard barely. Here comes Case on the rebound. Robert Scott with it for Case off to Reed Anderson. Top of the key to Dorr, they swing it to Urs. Now left block, Reed Anderson double teamed, he's in trouble. Gets it off to Dorr. Dorr drives in, double teamed, kicks it out. Scott, ball fake, steps up. Nice feed to Eric Dorr, off the glass and in.
Yeah, good vision, kept his eyes up when he made the move and found Dorr wide open in the lane.
Beautiful pass that time. 22-20, Case down 2. During with the ball in front of the Case bench. Top of the key to Shipley. Shipley with Wallaben cutting in the lane. Gets it off to Rife. 3 in the air. Back of the rim, no. And Reed Anderson goes high for the rebound. Reed Anderson, the 6'6" junior out of Avon Lake. Comes down with a rebound for Case.
Chance to get even for the first time since 2-2.
Robert Scott with the ball for Case in front of that Carnegie Mellon bench. Kicks it out the door between the circles. Now Urs, left side. Along the left wing, inside, it's Evan Sudis on that left block. And Sudis with 3. Game's tied at 22. Case has worked their way back. Down 17-6. Now it's tied at 22. Carnegie Mellon with the basketball. Case still in that. It's kind of a hybrid 2-3 zone. I think there's some man in that zone as well.
Either way, I think they're just looking to keep the ball on the perimeter.
8 seconds to shoot. During steps up inside the foul line. Missed it. It was short. And Urs comes down with a rebound. Brian Urs will bring it down the floor for Case. Off to Robert Scott. Scott, ball above his head, worked it into Sudis. And John Wolleben is going to get called for a body foul inside, working against Sudis on that right block.
Yeah, but he's getting up underneath Sudis. You can tell as Sudis goes to get position, he has to bend real back. That's because Wolleben's up into his lower back. With the body, his hands are up, and that's why he didn't think he should be called for the foul, but he's using more of his chest to get up into the back of Sudis.
2 fouls on John Wolleben. He'll take a seat. Case with the basketball. Top of the key, it's Hildebrandt. Swings it to Urs, left wing. 28 seconds to shoot. Anderson now top of the key over to Scott. Robert Scott throws up a 3. How about that? Well, Robert Scott, that was about as casual as you could make it. Case up 25-22. Carnegie Mellon with the basketball. Anderson with it. Dribble behind his back. Top of the key to Doering. He'll throw up a 3. Rolls around, won't go. Scott comes down with a rebound. Here comes Case.
Well,
Robert Scott on the break. Spin dribble. Right side. They're going to call him for a... No, I thought he was going to get called for traveling. They're going to get a pushing foul on John Doering.
I mean, very casual last time down the floor for Scott. He does shoot 62% from behind the arc, Ron. But that was just a... Oh, let me flip it. Much stronger move.
Doering with a foul, his first, but 17 fouls, Ed, on Carnegie Mellon. So Robert Scott's at the line. He'll shoot the 1-and-1. First one is up, and it is good. Foul was on the floor before the shot, so Scott's facing the 1-and-1, but he'll get a second shot. Robert Scott, a 58% shooter from the field, a 58% shooter from the foul line. So you can make the argument, as he makes them both, Ed, that he needs a hand in his face in order to make the shot.
10-0 run for the Spartans. They were down 22-17, now lead by 5, 27-22.
Carnegie Mellon with it, working it inside to Reif. Nice block that time by Evan Sudis, working against Shane Reif. Reif had good position inside, a bunny shot, and Sudis went right up and blocked it. Robert Scott with the basketball for Case. Off to Hildebrandt, top of the key. Swings it left side, Brian Urs. He was a big key to this big run by Case. He scored 9 straight points. Urs with a nice feed inside to Hildebrandt. Alex was behind the basket, came back out and laid it up and in. Beautiful shot by Alex Hildebrandt. Case is up 7. This game has turned dramatically. Spartans up 29-22. Anderson 3. It's long and fighting for the rebound. Hildebrandt ball on the floor, and Alex comes up with it. Hands it off to Urs. 6:40 left to play opening half.
Well, you have to like the strategy defensively for Case after they saw Carnegie Mellon get 8 quick ones of their first 12 in the paint. They have forced Carnegie Mellon to shoot from the outside, and nothing is falling for the Tartans.
Urs out to Anderson, right wing, 15 seconds to shoot. Reed Anderson dribbles left side, fadeaway shot, high arching shot, won't go, and Reif comes down with a rebound for Carnegie Mellon. Down to Bradley. Bradley left wing working against Scott, dribbles right side, puts up a shot. He was fouled. Picked up and fouled inside. We'll wait and see who it's on.
Well, it's going to be on Alex Hildebrandt. Although it looked like there was one extra step by Anderson before he put the ball up.
Second foul for Alex Hildebrandt, team 4th.
Coach McDonald was looking for a foul on the floor as opposed to the active shooting.
And Jack Anderson will be at the line shooting. Anderson on the season, 70% free throw shooter. 1 of 2 this afternoon, make it 1 of 3 as he misses the front end.
Anderson a little rushed on that shot, Ron. Kind of set up and just seemed to go through his routine a little quickly. The ball bounced out.
Alex Hildebrandt with 2 fouls and 4 points will take a seat. Eric Dorr back in the game with 6 points, 1 foul. Anderson's second free throw. This one is up and it's good. Anderson, Ed, leads this team in scoring, averaging 18 points per game. He's got 5 so far. Case is up 6. It's 29-23, 6 minutes, 5 seconds left to play opening half. Robert Scott with it, right wing. Top of the key now to Dorr. Ball above his head back to Scott. Scott works right baseline against Doering. Scott puts up a soft floater and it goes. Robert Scott with 7 points off the bench for Case, and the Spartans are up 8, 31-23. Shane Reif with it, right wing, working it inside. Eric Dorr is going to pick up his second foul, pushed in the back.
Yeah, Dorr with the foul.
Matthew Pettit trying to get position.
Pettit with a little bit of an exaggeration of the push.
And off the bench, and I believe will go in for Eric Dorr, will be Chris Ogleby. Dorr will take a seat. He's got 2.6 fouls. Also on the bench with 2 fouls is Alex Hildebrandt. And Chris Ogleby off the bench, another freshman, 6'5" freshman out of Rockford, Illinois.
Matthew Pettit with a nice inside position, Ron. Little up and in.
So Pettit off the inbound. It's a 6-point lead for Case, 31-25. 5:25 left to play opening half. Urs off to Reed Anderson, right wing, now top of the key to Ogleby. Nice backdoor cut by Robert Scott. Ogleby hit Scott, and Scott hit the shot. Beautifully done by Case that time. Scott with 9. Here comes Christian Shepley bringing the ball down the floor off to Doering, left wing. Top of the key now to Matt Pettit. Pettit to Shane Reif in front of that Case bench. Jack Anderson with it between the circles. Jack Anderson, strong drive right side. Put up a shot. It was a floater, didn't go, but he drew a foul. Fouls on Robert Scott. That's his first. Scott has been instant energy off the bench for Case. He's got 9 points.
And very aggressive on both ends of the floor.
Jack Anderson missed the first one. He's 2 of 5 from the foul line so far to this afternoon. Anderson eyes the second. This one's up. It's strong off the back, but coming down with a rebound that time is Carnegie Mellon. Those are the ones that you just can't give up. Matt Pettit. Case has no answer for Pettit right now. He's got 8 points all inside.
He gave a little move, Ron, where it looked like he was just going to dive into the lane and then kind of circled back underneath the hoop and picked up the rebound when Anderson missed it.
Case is up 6. They work it inside to Ogleby, off his hands and out of bounds, and the Spartans will give it away in a turnover. Robert Scott's going to take a seat. Colin Mulholland and Reed Anderson and Brian Urs and 2 freshmen. Evan Sudis and Chris Ogleby. Now in the game for Case. 4:25 left to play opening half. Spartans up 6. It's 33-27. Carnegie Mellon with the basketball. It's Shepley, right wing. Shepley works it inside to Reif, kicks it back to Shepley. Christian Shepley with a 3 in the air, and it's good. Christian Shepley hits his season average with a 3. And Case is up just 3, 33-30. So it's 33-30, 3-point lead. Shepley with a 3, and his season average is 3. I love it when we get numbers like that, Ed. I just love it.
Are you headed out to play the lottery?
3:54 left to play, and Brian Urs dribbles in and lays it up and in. Urs has got 11 points. Carnegie Mellon moving from right to left on your radio dial in the traveling burgundy uniforms, trimmed in black and white, working against this Case defense. Nice feed off a screen inside. John Doering was wide open coming off of a baseline screen, and he lays it up and in.
Well, the assist there should go to Pettit. Pettit set up a nice screen down on the baseline. Allowed Doering to get free in the lane.
Case with the basketball. Ogleby off to Mulholland. Mulholland top of the key now to Brian Urs with Shepley on him. Back to Mulholland, left wing. Doering with a hand in his face. Brian Urs now right wing with the basketball. Looking inside, trying to get the ball to Ogleby. 8 seconds to shoot. Brian Urs, crossover dribble. He's going to force one, steps back, floats it up, and it barely drew iron. Almost hit Shane Reif in the face because it didn't hit anything going up. Reif with the rebound. Here comes Carnegie Mellon. Shepley dribbles down. Nobody picks him up, but he shoots it. Shepley stepped up and dropped it. Well, Case down, or now up only 1.
Well, at one point, Case trailed by 11. At one point, they were up by 8. Now you get a 1-point ball game. What?
Mulholland's pass to Ogilvy, intercepted by Reif. He goes the other way and lays it up and in. Shane Reif with his first 2, and Carnegie Mellon has taken the lead back. It's 36-35, 2:20 left to play opening half. Case has gotten careless the last 2 times down the floor. Mulholland with it.
11-2 run for the Tartans.
Mulholland gets a screen from Sudis. Now kicks it off to Reed Anderson between the circles. Approaching 2 minutes to play opening half. Anderson inside the lane, turnaround shot, just a sloppy shot. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds, luckily for Case, by Carnegie Mellon. Case looks lost offensively right now. They look more one-on-one than anything.
And if it's going to be a one-on-one game, then you need some help clearing the ball out. But the ball movement has faded. And it looks similar to the first few minutes of the ball game when Case simply could not put the ball in the bucket.
Robert Scott checks in. Mulholland will check out. Scott will inbound it. Gets it into Alex Hildebrand. Alex at the foul line, dribbles back between the circles. 1:55 left to play. Hildebrand, strong move left side. Nice feed to Robert Scott. Hildebrand drew 3 defenders and saw Scott wide open right of the lane, hit him, and Robert Scott's got 11 points. Case up 1:44 left to play opening half.
I'm going to turn the crowd mic down around. Away head coach Sean McDonald streaming.
LaValle with the ball, left-hand dribble off to Woolaben. Shot up from the left wing, missed it. Reed Anderson comes down with a rebound. 1:27 left to play opening half. Case up 1, 37-36. Urs with the basketball. Urs with more on him. Brian Urs dribbles right over by that Carnegie Mellon bench. On the right block now to Hildebrand. Spin dribble, shot right side off the glass, hit the rim a couple of times and dropped in. Alex Hildebrand with 6. Case up 3. Here comes Jack Anderson. Left side, dribbles in. Nice feed. Beautiful pass that time. Anderson drew the defense. Matt Pettit got the layup, and he's got 10 points.
You're right, Ron. Case simply doesn't have an answer for Pettit. If they can find Pettit open in the low block, it's going to be a long final minute and 20 minutes in the second half for Case.
Andre Moore steps in, knocks over Reed Anderson, picks up a foul. It's his first. Now, they've got Brian Urs at the foul line. Wasn't it Reed Anderson that was dribbling the ball?
I think so.
I think so. You know, you'll see teams that do that, but I am getting old. Maybe I'll bet $10 it was Reed Anderson that was dribbling the ball. You'll see teams crowd up like that and put somebody else at the foul line, usually their best shooter. And if the officials don't notice it, then so Urs hits both free throws, an 86% free throw shooter. And Case is up 3 at 41-38.
I mean, they don't lose much by having Anderson on the line.
No, Anderson's a 77% free throw shooter. So LaValle with the basketball, works it over to Moore on the right side. Moore feeds it inside to Pettit. They swing it back outside. Jack Anderson, 3 from the left corner. Long rebound out to Ogilvy.
Yeah, Case back to that soft zone defensively and forcing Carnegie Mellon to keep it on the perimeter.
30 seconds left to play. Case up 3. 41-38. Urs with the basketball. More on him. Anderson right wing. In front of that Carnegie Mellon bench. Top of the key now to Ogilvy. Swing it right side. Robert Scott back to Anderson between the circles. 17 seconds to shoot. 18 seconds on the shot clock. About a difference in game and shot. Urs pulls it all the way out near half court. 8 seconds to shoot. Brian Urs with the basketball. Left-hand dribble. Gets a screen from Ogilvy. This pick and roll. Urs with it still. 2 seconds. Hildebrand, 3 in the air. Bingo! Alex Hildebrand as the shot clock and game clock hits 0. And that was a nicely run play as Alex Hildebrand knocks down a 3 for his 9th point of the half as Case takes a 6-point, 44-38 lead.